That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird too. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ooh. Damn it. Fucking die.
We're actually going to find out what they're actually saying there, because I'm pretty sure we're just making that up.
No, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That's
It's
a guy.
a dude.
From where?
I don't know.
Somewhere.
Like,
I'm pretty sure he's a politician.
I gathered it was a name. I wanted to know a little bit more than that.
Well, okay. Well, it's a politician, I think. Just a random person they thought up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah! This is fun.
Look at that jello pudding there.
Get your pudding pop.
Jello pudding eat motherfucker.
Oh, shit, I didn't realise that was there.
Yeah, retard. Oh.
Ah, shit.
It's probably
Shit,
quoting
shit,
that.
shit, yeah. Like, it was topical in the Harry Potter one, but this, not so much.
You know what else is topical?
Shut the fuck up, Jake.
Your mum's beaver.
Beaver. Funny word, beaver.
Yeah.
It just didn't make it to the final round of the away go rule.
Perfect. Alright, what about that football commentator?
Oh god.
Football commentator?
Yeah.
He got okay. He was no, what was, oh I know, I remember now. Okay. He was being chaired off the field, right, this footballer.
Yeah.
And he was given the royal wave, you know, the whole little hand to the side thing. And the commentator, this other commentator said, "You can't be doing that, you great big puff," or something like that.
Alright then.
And he's in some pretty big trouble. He's been, I think he got stood down at his job, either that or he stood down.
What the fuck? Oh,
I can't
shit.
quite recall. I'm pretty sure he got fired from one of his jobs though.
Yeah.
And like they're talking about how bad it was and how like that language
for
is
fuck's
inappropriate
sake.
anywhere ever.
Yeah.
And like part of me is saying, you know, most people I know use that language all the time. Whether or not it's appropriate is another matter entirely. But what I'm really talking about is whether or not there's any real appropriate venue for that sort of shit.
I pressed down so I
Like
could...
whether we
oh,
can just
God.
like black out a word altogether from history, or whether it's sort of the changing meaning of the word, or is it too close to the meaning changing?
You see, I'm not really like. I've never heard a gay person being called a puff to
Oh,
anyone.
for fuck's sake!
Like, I've never heard a gay being called puff to anyone, but I'm not a gay guy, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and
But
the
like-
thing is, does our opinion count for as much, given that we don't know the feelings associated?
No. It means just as much because we're not blinded by fucking just random hatred of something.
Yeah.
Just because you've been called something doesn't mean you have a better understanding of the word. The word is hitting iron here.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it like, if you look at us specifically,
I don't think
would we go out of our way to ban every fat joke that...
People would argue that racism and fat jokes aren't the same. Oh no, sorry, sexuality and fat jokes aren't the same thing.
I would argue somewhat differently. I was fat before I had a choice in what I used to eat.
There you go.
I was fat before I had the choice to fix it.
Okay.
And by the time I could fix it, it was kind of a very difficult challenge from there.
I would say too late, but it's getting fixed. It's getting fixed. It's getting fixed.
I wound up having surgery for it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's getting fixed. I wasn't joking.
No, but by that I mean, like, I had to literally do it the hardest way possible.
I love how the
to get-
fireball just died in the fire.
Like, I had to have surgery. That's how bad it got before I had a choice about it. And that's how ingrained the things
Well,
were.
no, you had a choice, but like, let's face facts here. You and I, we both had this thing because it was easier. We have lives to lead.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, though, that by the time I had a choice in what I could eat and how I could exercise and whatever else, I was already 100-odd kegs overweight.
Yeah. Well,
And when you get to that point, and you've got a lifetime of ingrained behaviors, that's not something you can just stop doing.
yeah, no, that's true.
It's like, you know, people tell alcoholics, why don't you just stop drinking? The alcoholic chose to drink. I never chose what I ate and any of that sort of stuff. It just...
You did kinda. I mean...
Not when I was...
Not when you were little, no, but like...
And by the time I got to adulthood, I wasn't able to make those choices until... What? I was 13, 14? And what 13 or 14-year-old has the intelligence to stop and think,
Yeah,
what I'm doing right now is going
see,
to...
I'm going to say that I think that still some of the blame lies with us. I mean, like...
I'm not going to say none of the blame lies with... Look, I got well into my adult life before I made any changes. And
Yeah.
before I did anything worth
I have trouble saying that, you know, like, it's the same. It's not. I don't like putting comparisons here because I think that's a slippery slope. But like, it's just.
All I'm saying is that they're not. They're not entirely different things.
Yeah, they're not.
And you know what? The bulk of my teasing happened before I really had a choice in the matter.
Okay, well let's go with that then. Okay,
let's face facts. I got most of my teasing in high school before I really made decisions about what I ate.
Let's say we'll compare it to teasing fat kids then, shall we?
Yeah. Okay. Compare it to teasing fat kids. If you want to be completely fair and.
There you go. I don't think people are going to disagree with that when it comes to teasing fat kids.
Yeah, because kids don't choose what they
eat. Kids don't choose at this stage.
Or they generally don't anyway.
Well, not unless you're fucking controlling.
I'm confused. What do I
Try
do?
pushing it.
You're pushing it, dude. You push it.
Push it?
No, push the ball.
Yeah.
Because I'm a retard.
Yes. No.
Only the first one. Yeah. But like, I'm not going to say it's exactly the same thing. I'm just going to say that there are
comparisons to be drawn. Shall we say?
I do pretty much understand why they would say that word's not okay and we're not going to allow it anymore. Is it too late?
Okay, but but back to our original point, we wouldn't go to ban every fat joke.
We wouldn't. But
we say it's not okay. I mean, like, I definitely think there's a situation for everything, and a punishment definitely has to be drawn, right? Because of you know. I don't know, fucking, you're not meant to have your commentator saying shit like that because of social norms.
Him specifically? Definitely not. I mean, he is paid to be on that company's payroll and represent that company on live television.
Okay.
He loses any high ground he had.
Okay, well, let's give it that then, but, I'm not sure if he deserves to be fired. I mean, like, fired just seems like a bit of a steep thing to me.
Yeah.
But then again, like I've said this before, I don't run a fucking football thing, so I wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I think they felt they had to draw a hard line on this.
Oh, damn it.
Do you reckon so?
I think they felt that they just had to draw a no, it's not okay, and...
Fired. Fucking okay. Isn't he been how long has he been doing this for?
He's been doing it for a long time.
Wow, really? This guy that's been Lord this whole time, he loses everything. Everything that he's ever had.
I don't think so. There are going to be people that feel bad for the position he got put in. And
yeah, no, but let's say professionally. Let's say your proper professional career is over.
I don't think so. I reckon he'll serve a penance and then end up getting picked up by someone else.
You reckon? Okay, well there you go. But like, still, the fact you got fired for it, I think is a bit harsh. But once more, I wouldn't know what I'm talking about here because I don't know what the full rules are.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I don't know. Like, I have a different mindset from a lot of people. Like, fat jokes bothered me. They never like ate me up or destroyed me or...
Yeah, I mean, like, do you want to keep in mind this is a word here? Like, this is
yeah, but you don't choose how you're impacted by something.
Yeah,
but remember the conversation
why should mine not be affected because I've made a simple generalizing statement? But it wasn't to the fact that he was gay.
Yeah, that wasn't what it was about.
It was a derogatory... Like, once more, we're taking stuff out of context in order to get offended by something.
But does it make it okay because it's not about the thing...
Yeah, I think so. I think it's perfectly fine. I mean, like, I think that... Let's say that you called a skinny guy a fat turd. And you did it ironically, shall we say. I'm sorry, like, once more, context is everything. He's not making fun of a fat person, he's making fun of a skinny person ironically. Or, even if that's not the same, which, yeah, probably isn't, but...
shouldn't have jumped.
What's the dinner plate?
Food.
Castlevania Wall Chicken.
Wall Chicken, yeah. Let's just say that those things aren't the same, you know? Like, I still think that a firing for a word is, like... And... You want to keep in mind that these days it's not really used to insult.
But what if he called him a nigger?
Okay, like once more, this has been leveled at me before, right? I think by you. We called him a nigger. There's not. Is there a way you can say that in a way that's not quite the same?
He directed it at a white person. You're like he directed a gay comment at a non-gay person. In essence, he delivered a black comment at a not black person.
Yes, but can we also argue the fact that the word has never been used, like, when it comes to...
Actually, it was originally just, I think, the scientific term for...
Originally, yes, but it's not anymore. Like,
no, and neither's faggot.
Yeah, well, no, but I think there's a difference here to be drawn.
Oh, shit.
I'm not as sold on the fact that there's a massive scope of difference in the two.
Fuck off.
Really?
They're both terms that are used, generally speaking, as a negative comment towards a certain group of people.
No, I disagree with that entirely.
Do you think faggot isn't generally speaking a term?
No, a derogatory comment towards gay people?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Almost
it's
always.
Used... No, of course not. Are you kidding me? It's used these days... How many times do me and you call each other faggots, Jake?
like 20 times a week.
All the time.
All the time, precisely. Do we ever mean it derogatorily in a way that is serious?
No, but I think
But again,
it's
you're
because we're
not
friends.
You're not
Yeah.
part of the
Yeah.
group that it's being directed at, though.
But okay, so neither is the guy that he insulted.
Oh, fuck.
Huh?
For fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, but these words don't mean the same thing. I mean, like it's context is everything. Contextual sense.
You
is
know
what
what?
makes it work.
I think in private context does make a huge difference.
Yeah, but no. That's why you have me here, right?
In
I'm
a
saying
public setting, yeah.
You are indeed saying it in a place where where everyone can hear it, and I think you can get something up there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And I think by doing it in that public setting, it really does take away any.
Yeah, it takes away anything. I'm just saying that I think that a firing is too much. That's my thing here. I'm not.
Yeah.
Once more, like I said, I don't have
The
authority.
reason I think, at least partially, that I think that the firing was appropriate, you have to remember that this is the use of that word in a public context where
Yes, okay.
every gay person watching your show can be offended by it.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
he may have just offended
even
tens of thousands of fans.
and even even if you want to make the case to me that is because you may have lost potential customers, you may have cost us money, mate. Maybe that's it. Maybe if you want to make that case, okay, well go ahead and make that case then. But are you really going to sit there and tell me that every single gay person that saw it was offended by it?
Well, probably not, but even if a third of them were, it's too many.
I don't too money.
Too money. Too
Yeah.
much money.
A third.
Exactly.
I still think a third is too much, but
But even if it's 1%, it's 1% too many.
yeah, okay. Well, if you want to make that case, go ahead.
Oh, shit.
Just I mean, it's odd to me. I just think that the kind of rampant. I don't know how to explain this. I mean, like.
You think it's an overreaction to the situation?
I think it's an overreaction to the situation. I don't think that any gay person looked at that and said, "Oh, he hates gay people now." He just used a term that's been used a lot.
Yeah, I just think he should have known a lot better than that.
Yeah. Well,
it's like people that smuggle drugs into Vietnam.
I don't think there's a situation to be called there.
I think you did something incredibly
It's like the
stupid
abortion
that you knew was no, but like you look at it, smuggling drugs into Vietnam, you're going to wind up getting shot, or
Okay.
you're going to wind up getting hung. He knew, and he
Yes,
had to
okay.
know. Saying that,
Okay.
he was going to get in a lot
Can I
of
give
shit.
you a differential here?
Go on.
The fact that you predetermine what you do there, you having a Freudian slip is something completely different.
Yeah, there's Freudian slip, and then there's people that have been trained for hours and hours not to say
Has
certain
he?
things. Oh,
I thought
God,
he-
yes. Every single media
Okay.
commentator on TV has been trained 1,000 times in what you can and cannot say on
Yeah,
television.
but you also didn't predetermine doing that though. You just said, "Oh, you poofed it." Fuck.
No.
Life's over.
He took about 5 minutes before he realised he'd said anything wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think he realised he'd
that's-
said anything wrong
that's
until a
odd
few
to me
minutes
then.
later.
Why the hell hasn't he done that sooner then? Hasn't he done this for years?
Yeah, I don't know. But these are, to
How
be
old is the
fair,
guy?
he's probably about 50?
Can we not chalk this up to bad memory?
Not at 50!
Fucking-
Alzheimer's don't kick in until you're 70s, mate.
Okay, maybe I'm not really there, but like, I mean, come on now, fucking hell, he's never, has he ever had any anti-gay shit before?
I don't think so.
Come on, mate, let's just leave the guy alone. I mean, like,
I don't know.
Let's give him a fine and leave it at that.
Let's
shall we?
compare this to Eddie Maguire's King Kong gaff. That was funny as hell.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay. A year or so ago, perhaps a little more, a young
Perhaps.
female fan called Adam Goods an eight
Ah, yes.
at a football game. Right. Now,
Meal ticket.
Yes.
having said that, the follow-up to that comment, there was a play
Twisties all over
of
you.
King Kong. Give me one.
There was a play of King Kong.
There was a play of King Kong on in Melbourne at the time. With like the world's biggest puppet King Kong. And the president of the Collingwood Football Club, Eddie Maguire,
Yeah.
said, in jest, and I don't think he realised what he said until after he'd said it. I honestly don't believe that. Goes, who do you think we should get to promote this? Should we get Adam Goods?
Oh, no. Come on.
Now, immediately he realised what he'd said. Let's get a black person to promote King
That's
Kong.
bullshit.
But
no, don't put under the
what-
bus for that.
What I'm quite sure he meant was, let's take the negative publicity surrounding this issue and turn it into positive publicity by getting him to advertise something. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you would have interpreted that to me?
He didn't mean it. He obviously didn't mean it racially. Okay,
Yeah.
come on now.
But in the
that's
context
cool.
of when he said it and what he said, he got in some shit for it.
It was a serious slip. That's all it was.
In the end, he didn't really get in any actual trouble for it. I mean,
good.
he apologized for it. Said it was inappropriate. Adam Good said he was quite offended by it.
What? The guy who fucking got
The
told?
guy he said it about. Yeah. I think Adam Goods was too close to the situation. Now,
Okay, that's bullshit.
some people are saying, A, Eddie Maguire should have known better. I honestly stopped and said, I feel sorry for the guy in a way, because I honestly don't think he meant what he said.
He didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like, it came out wrong, and it certainly sounded wrong on the radio. I assure you of that, it definitely sounded wrong. But I honestly think that was one of those real Freudian slips where he's gone, oh, that's not what I meant. Like, you know, everyone has that argument with their friends where they say something, but it comes out so wrong, and it's not at all what you meant to say.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but people should go stop being so hypersensitive.
Yeah,
I think this is the point of hypersensitivity.
The reason he may have been hypersensitive in that particular context
Yeah, no,
at that time
whether
was
or not-
because of what had just happened.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the public in general. I mean, like, come on now. Let's look at this. Let's look at this man. Stop having a zero tolerance policy when it comes to things, right? That's
Yeah.
what people have. People
I
have
mean,
all the time.
but you look at the comment itself.
Let me fucking talk. No, I'm totally kidding.
The comment itself was completely inappropriate, and the reaction to that, I think, was fair enough, except for the fact that she was 13.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, it was an obvious racial thing. Right?
Yeah, well,
I don't know about obvious.
you
Like,
know
the point
what?
is it was,
The thing about it, she called him a gorilla, right?
let's call him a big ape or something.
Yeah, big ape. But,
Damn it.
and the thing is, she's 13. I generally give kids the benefit of the doubt when I'm in doubt. Like, if I don't know that they actually, because she claims she didn't realize it had a racial meaning.
Did she
Now-
not explain it? Did she?
She claimed that she didn't realize that it was a racial comment. Now, I have a hard time believing that, because in the society we live in, everyone knows that.
In Australian society, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Where's she come
it's
from? Is she from upper class, middle class?
probably fairly middle class, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I knew that by the age of 7.
I knew nigger was. I knew a lot of words like that were, but I never knew anything like
I think, yeah, I honestly think she should have known. The only thing is she claims she didn't, and I'm generally willing to give kids the benefit of the doubt when I don't know.
13, really.
And I think 13. Luke could know. Black and white Luke could know.
That's true. That is a...
Like, if you honestly tell me there be any doubt in Luke's mind what he can and can't say.
Yeah, no, I will give you that.
I mean, Luke being a pretty intelligent example of a child.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like, well, a bit of an idiot. But
Yeah, then and he grew up with you two, so...
yeah,
well, let's
but
give it that.
like, I'm not really willing to give her. The only reason I'm willing to give any leeway to it at all is because we call football players gorillas like 9 times a week, because they're great, big, muscular, hulking men that are known.
I also
the stereotype says they're a little bit thick.
Yeah, well, no, that's also it, man. I mean, like, I would also say that Luke would have a slip like that when it comes to this. I think that we would all have a slip like that.
I think Luke yelled the word homo at the football like 12 times yesterday.
Oh, and what?
Since we back here, goddamn. All right.
Now, I just think there's a level of hypersensitivity that we are going through. Right
Yeah.
now.
You know, I think the initial comment, I think his reaction to it, when he initially reacted to it and he pointed her out, because he actually stopped and pointed her out.
Yeah, and
He didn't know who it was. Like, he didn't know who had yelled the comment. He just turned around and he'd heard someone said it, and he found the person and pointed to them. He didn't know when he did it how old she was. And I think he said something like he doesn't know how he would have reacted if he had known.
Okay.
But her comment and his reaction to that made sense. The Eddie Maguire comment, I honestly believe that's not what he meant to say.
Yeah, of course it wasn't. No, first of all, even if it was, like, he wouldn't want to say it in public anyway because he knows the repercussions.
Yeah.
Right? Even if
He's
it
the
was,
president of a football club.
Yeah.
He knows better.
he knows better, okay? Let's stop taking these tiny little slips that he's had and making them into more than what they are. Because they're not.
Yeah, but I think the idea is when they're talking about things that are in so much of the public eye, they try and put the zero tolerance policies on them.
But
Like,
they shouldn't.
We turn around and say, like, we have such negative reactions to even minor things just because they're in the public eye. And sort of they're like, if we make an example of this, it's like, you know,
No.
a judge making an example out of somebody.
Let's go out. Yeah, no, but that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, but, like, racists are going to be racist whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think
Not
that's
right. I don't like the fact there's racism in the world. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sorry, it's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
And you being hard on these people that are basically on your side, that have small slips that aren't at all racist. I'm sorry, you can't. There's no way you can justify that to me.
So you think by making the example, all you really do is make the racists go on the defensive. And,
yes, precisely. I think that's what's going on.
And in the end, all you wind up doing is damaging the person who really didn't mean what they said.
Yes, that's the thing, though. I mean, like, all
is,
you're doing is hurting the innocent here.
I was actually talking to somebody. I can't really say who it was, but there was a comment a few weeks ago, and it happened about a year to the day since the last one, where someone called Adam Goodes, I think, Manila Gorilla or something like that. And
all right then.
Given the context of the first statement, it was taken in a really bad light, saying, "Oh, for fuck's sake, can't Adam Goodes catch a break?" Which is, because he's a good dude and he's a good player. But can't he catch a break? And I was talking to somebody who's of an Indigenous background in Australia, and she's like, "I thought it was friggin' hilarious."
Manila. Wait, I'm sorry. Who is he? Is it the same guy that got called a name?
Yeah, same guy.
Why are they called Manila Gorilla?
I'm guessing he was beating their team and he was pissed off. But the thing was, as she goes, I didn't even realise it was a racial slur. I just thought it was funny. And I'm like, that's curious. I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, that is one example, and that's somewhat, what's the word, anecdotal, shall we say.
Yeah, well, it's the perspective of...
I also find it odd that he just sparked the ground on ice.
Yeah, that's my shovel ability.
Yeah, shovel. I should have got that ability. Damn it, that looks like a really good ability.
Yeah, but it only works when I have full health, though.
Oh, really? Oh, it's popular Legend of Zelda style.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, I just found that interesting.
And now for me to not talk for another half hour.
Yeah, well, what can I say? You don't want to join in?
Yeah, I know. This is like stuff that
let's talk about ponies.
No, go on with your...
Right. Well...
I have my own show where I can be autistic like that. So
let's just say here, like, also, not only do I think it's hypersensitive, I also think it projects weakness. I think that a lot of black people would find that they don't want to be called that kind of weak person that can't handle, like, these comments and all that.
Yeah, but you think about...
No, let me finish that one, because that sounds bad out of context. When I say that, though, I mean, like, when they... Not when they get called, like someone's making a deliberate racial slur, right? Obviously, you want that dealt with, right? But when anyone has this hypersensitive reaction to something that's objectively racist, like, I think that's racist.
You mean they take the worst possible interpretation of what was said?
Well, yeah, worst possible interpretation. I think that can be drawn offence to them because that's a sign of weakness.
Yeah, so
I can't handle a comment that might be racist.
Me and you differentiate on what determines weakness, but you think that they wouldn't want to be represented as somebody that can't handle that.
Yeah,
stupid dog.
At least I think so. I mean,
I guess in an extent, but I guess that's individual, and you have to make a stand on the whole situation for those who don't.
But once
feel that
more,
way.
it's hard to do that without putting in a zero tolerance policy, and they're bullshit.
They tend not to work, admittedly.
No, not even that. They don't tend to work, dude. The fact that zero tolerance policies are fucking lazy. They are incredibly lazy.
Instead of assessing each situation individually,
precisely.
you just assume it's the bad option.
Precisely. I fucking hate that because it's so goddamn lazy.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the point, and I do understand that there's a definite grey area with the whole situation.
Okay.
But, it depends on each situation individually, and you really do have to judge it that way.
It is. There's no real way.
I mean, look what I was on Eddie Maguire's side, to be honest. I don't think that he meant that at all in the way it came out. But there are people who disagree with me. There are people that think he meant it exactly as he said it.
Yes, but the point is, we're not trying to get Eddie Maguire fired. We don't try and get these people fired.
Oh, Eddie Maguire was never going to get fired.
No, it was never going to get fired. But let's just say that it was someone else, that made the same statement. And
anyone else probably would have got fired.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, like, let's not forget here that these people are going to have a massive amount of power here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but by claiming this kind of
fuck.
Black and whiteism.
Yeah, black and whiteism.
You're a terrible turn of phrase for this particular subject.
No, in order to do that, you're going to do a tremendous amount of harm to people, and that's something that you should fight against when it comes to this. So we can't just say, "Oh, let them have their opinion," because their opinion is going to be harmful to people.
God damn it!
10% chance of that happening, Jake.
10%, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
So I can't do that. I can't just say, "Oh, it's their opinion."
I dig what you laying down, son.
Yeah. Well. Anyway.
Does Eddie Maguire still host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It's called Millionaire Hot Seat now, but yes.
Okay,
or if
then.
you put it, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Millionaire, yeah.
You're gonna be a millionaire.
Gonna be a millionaire.
Millionaire. A millionaire.
Yep.
Yeah, so, that's bullshit.